Okay, let's get into lash direction. Direction can be used for one of two purposes. One, to create a clean and uniform lash look on curly or misdirected natural lashes. And two, to enhance your desired lash shape no matter what direction the natural lashes face. Basically, no matter what type of lash that you're doing, you are going to have to focus on direction. Firstly, it's important to have a directional plan in mind. This really comes down to the aesthetic that you have in mind for the lash set. For example, if you want an open-eyed lash effect, then direction up toward the eyebrow instead of out toward the ear is going to be really important. Anytime that you direct up, you're opening the eyes up. Another directional pattern that is commonly used is to enhance a cat-eye type lash mapping. For this directional pattern, you're going to direct the outer portion of the eye out toward the ear and the inner portion of the eye up toward the eyebrow. That is going to give you a directional sweep so that you're elongating the eye. Now, you can manipulate your direction in any way that you want. Let's say you wanted to direct all of your lashes out toward the ear. You can do that too, but you have to have a plan. You can even, and this is a really popular directional pattern, you can direct the inners toward the nose, the outers toward the ear, and the middle portion of the eye up toward the eyebrow. That's gonna give more of a sunset shape. So we're opening and extending at the same time. Great for clients who have small eyes. So just for a visual, here are the three most common directional patterns that you will use as a lash artist. Number two, when it comes to direction, you're gonna need to make sure you're using the right glue for you and your speed. If you're lashing just to lash and just dropping lashes and going, not worrying about direction, you might be a little bit faster. But once you dive into perfecting how you place every single extension, it can take an extra couple seconds. And when you're working with a cure time of a glue that dries anywhere from 1 to 5 seconds, seconds go by really fast. So if you're trying to manipulate the lash to suit your directional pattern, you might need a slower cure time for your glue. For example, if I have a client who has curly natural lashes, it's gonna take me an extra couple seconds, so I'm gonna bump down to my bondage glue, which is a 2-second cure time. So it just gives me that extra second to manipulate the lash in order to bring my aesthetic design to life. That's very important because if I'm using a glue that's too fast for me, then what can happen is the glue can partially cure before I make that solid connection between the base of the extension and the base of the natural lash. Now let's get into how to direct your lash bands. You have options here. Number one, place on the side of the natural lash. I do this for natural lashes that sway opposite the direction I want the lash to look, particularly for open-eyed lash looks. Important note, this cannot be done with flat lashes. Take a look at this diagram here. Flat lashes have a flat cross section. Imagine how difficult it will be to place that tiny little section on the side of your natural lash. Option number two, place on the top of the natural lash. So once I've made my connection at the base between the natural lash and the extension, I'm then gonna take my tweezer tips and I'm gonna tilt the tip of the extension in the direction I want it to go. You can sway it as little or as much as you want, but just be sure that you have a plan and don't direct some more than others, or your set can end up looking really messy and unintentional. Number three, place underneath the natural lash and wrap under and around the back side of the natural lash so that the tips of the extension sway in the direction you're wanting them to. Kind of like a hook. Again, you can always move the tips of the lashes once your connection has been made. So important to use a slower curing glue so that you have time to make these adjustments. I do it a lot when I pull back the layers to get to the bottom layer, which is such an amazing technique because if you can cover the bottom layer of lashes, then I guarantee you the set is going to look complete. Okay, so that concludes today's directional tutorial. If you want to see other videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell so that you're always notified when we post content just like this one. On that note, if you have any lash questions that you need answered, go ahead and comment them below. Here at Lost Artistry, one of our educators would love to answer your questions. Chances are we maybe already made a video on your question. So if you comment, we'll happily share the link with you to a video we've already made, or we'll go ahead and make one just for you. And if you vibe with my training style and you want to learn more from me and become certified by Lost Artistry Lash, we also have online and in-person trainings that can be done from anywhere in the world. For more information on that, read the caption. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one.